Handbook for the New Paradigm. A personal message for you. Introduction Part 1. This is a point in the evolution of the planet that brings to the forefront of each individual's thoughts the question of why me, why now, and what is really going on in the reality that is right now in the time we are experiencing. What really is going on behind the scenes we are looking at through the five senses? Why is there this feeling that there is more to the story than just appearances? Who indeed has set this up and is pulling the strings? Is it really just a group of somebodies that is in charge? If this is the case, then is the God thing really a hoax after all? There are those who believe that to be the true essence of the scenario. Fortunately for the good of all, that is not the truth. The truth is that there are multiple levels of activity behind what appears to be a play of incredible magnitude. Who then is writing the lines for the characters, and what is the point of the script? Would it be a surprise to inform you that you are writing the lines, and until you can figure out a point to the script, there is none? If that is the case, then which of the individuals on the planet can figure one out? Well, indeed there is a focused group that has decided that they would like to put forth their point in the script. There is just one problem with this: they have decided to put forth a focus within the play that is not in harmony with the creator of the stage and the theatre that this play is to be performed upon. In fact, the plan this group has in mind has a great surprise at the end for the audience and the actors on the stage. They intend to destroy the audience, the actors, the stage, and the theatre. Since the creator of this theatre likes this particular theatre and thinks of it as a pet project, this idea doesn't appeal to him at all. Since he is not in the business of standing in the way of the creative presentations that are produced within its confines, then he is hoping that the audience will decide to make changes of their own. There is a type of presentation that involves participation of the audience other than just sitting and observing. The theatre entrepreneur is wondering that if the play being presented becomes obnoxious enough to the audience, will they simply walk away and withdraw their attention? This would then allow the cast and its directors to destroy themselves, but then the theatre owner does not want his property destroyed along with them. He is hoping that the audience will come up with some other solution. Perhaps there could be audience participation that would perhaps introduce some new characters that would create lines of script of their own. If a new storyline could be introduced with characters that could change the ending, then the performance could be a comedy or a mystery or a love story rather than a tragedy. Maybe audience participation could indeed create a whole new genre of experience. Instead of depicting repetition of experiences already known, could the audience in the intensity of desire change the storyline, come up with a creative scenario that would encompass possibilities not yet experienced? Why not? The greater the desire for change, the greater the opportunity for creative new boundary-expanding story themes. Within the spontaneity of group focus, without the academic control of leadership with an intended purpose, conception outside of ordinary themes is not only possible, it is probable. To what purpose is this discussion being instigated? It is time that you awaken to your responsibility to change the destination of the path you are now being pushed to take. It is far past the stage of leading you. It is at the stage of pushing you. It is at the stage where resistance cannot be successful. Therefore you are going to have to accomplish this by some other means. A way must be literally created that will bring about a solution. Nothing that you have done before will accomplish a change in this situation. Those who have brought you to this point know your current human nature so well that every possibility you can think of has been blocked. Every cell of resistance is well known by them and is allowed to exist because it has a purpose in their plan. These will be used as graphic examples of what they will not allow. Now you must come into the understanding that there is a passage through this experience for mankind, but you must move into a creative stance, not a resistive posture. This is not what is expected of you based on your past modes of experience. I can assure you that your history has been analyzed and studied by minds and computer model to the point that you are known to an extent you cannot even imagine. Every reactive scenario has been dissected to the cellular level and restrictive actions planned for each of them. You are faced with the possibility of your extinction unless you can make a cosmic leap to a level of creative imagination that will completely nullify those plans. Have you not computers of your own? Can you not band into creative discussion groups and ask for entry into the mind of that which created you? Where two or more of you are gathered together in my name, within the focused desire for harmonious understanding, there am I also. Cries and begging to be relieved of the situation by God, or Jesus, Buddha, or Mohammed will not do it. You have allowed this evil to descend upon you, and so it is you, individually and collectively, that must take it upon yourselves to conceive this solution. A new consciousness change must take place within you. Not all of humanity will choose to participate. There will be some that will hide their heads in blame and grovel in victimhood. So be it. Let them. You have no time to recruit among them, for what of creativity could they offer? This is a clarion call to the consciousness of those with the strength of character to stand up within their own conscious awareness, and decide this situation shall not be allowed to continue to its planned completion. Even those who are in the midst of that abominable plan have no idea that the end is indeed to be annihilation. Unfortunately, it is not only planned to be annihilation of the people and the planet, but of realms beyond imagination. How shall it be done? How can a change come about in the midst of such a lack of understanding of who and what you are? Now, while there is yet time, before the noose tightens, movement about the planet is yet possible. Groups shall come together to stretch their conscious awareness, to invoke the aid of the highest of sources of knowledge to assist them in conceiving a new way of experiencing manifested existence. This must not be copied from any other experience. It must be literally a conceptual leap, not in its entirety, but in invocation of the beginning framework of such an experience. This is not a process that can be spelled out. It is shadowy in the beginning as it is conceived as a possibility, and so it should be. Known boundaries of experience must be transcended. A superhuman assignment? Indeed, but not at all impossible. Out of challenge born of desire and necessity, comes the conception of that which is different. Has mankind on this planet been presented with this opportunity before? Indeed, but each time he reverted to known strategies. Now it has been of his creation that this situation exists. It has been his task to make this leap, and so he has now made it so that it must be undertaken or face the possibility he may cease to exist. All of this is his own doing. Mankind has no one else to blame, so there must be a 180-degree turn from past refusal to take on the whole project, to taking it on with resolve and dedication.